Hi guys, German Prepper here. While the world undeniably edges closer to all-out war and the red balloons fly, the conflict in Eastern Europe has centered itself firmly on the fortress city of Bakhmut, among steady fighting across the Ukrainian fronts. The level of expectation as to what comes next has never been greater. Here is your latest update. Volodymyr Zelensky, President of Ukraine, has made this statement on the situation around Bakhmut. No one will surrender Bakhmut. We will fight for as long as we can. We see Bakhmut as our fortress. If we have accelerated supply of weapons, especially long range, we will not only move from Bakhmut, we will start to deoccupy Donbass, which has been occupied since 2014. Alexei Reva, mayor of Bakhmut, has spoken out as the city is bombed by the Russian Federation day and night. There is not a single calm day. The Russians are trying to wipe Bakhmut off the face of the earth. We will not be broken. Bakhmut is a city fortress. The United Kingdom Ministry of Defence has made it known that British support to Ukraine will remain steadfast this year and is expected to match or exceed 2022's military support. This follows the MOD recently announcing the most significant UK package of combat support for Ukraine to date, including the Challenger 2, AS-90, Bulldog, and Spartan combat vehicles. James Cleverly, British Foreign Secretary, has made this extraordinary statement presenting Britain's position. Like all authoritarian rulers, Putin responds only to strengthen his opponents. He rejected Volodymyr Zelensky's 10-point plan for peace last December. That is why the UK and Ukraine's friends are doing all they can to bring Ukraine success on the battlefield. And it's why I'm delighted that Germany and the US are joining the UK in sending tanks to the Ukrainians. Giving the Ukrainians the tools they need to finish the job is the swiftest, indeed the only, path to peace. Stefan Hebestreit, German federal government spokesperson, has announced a principled decision to allow German defence industry enterprises to transfer Leopard 1 tanks from their stocks to Ukraine. I can confirm that an export license has been issued. They have such tanks and they are ready to hand them over, but this requires approval. Well guys, that approval has been given. Hundreds more German tanks are now earmarked for Ukraine, although just how long it will take to make them combat ready and ship out remains to be seen. The United States Department of Defense has announced a new package of security assistance for Ukraine. This includes the Biden administration authorizing its 31st presidential drawdown from DOD inventories, valued at up to $425 million, as well as $1.75 billion in Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative funds. The presidential drawdown package includes additional ammunition for high-mobility artillery rocket systems, additional 155mm artillery rounds, additional 120mm mortar rounds, 190 heavy machine guns with thermal imagery sights and associated ammunition to counter unmanned aerial systems, 181 mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles, 250 Javelin anti-armor systems, 2,000 anti-armor rockets, Claymore anti-personnel munitions, demolitions munitions, cold weather gear, helmets, and other field equipment. Under the USAI, the DOD will also provide Ukraine with 2 Hawk air defense firing units, anti-aircraft guns and ammunition, equipment to integrate Western air defense launchers, missiles, and radars with Ukraine's air defense systems, equipment to sustain Ukraine's existing air defense capabilities, air defense generators, counter unmanned aerial systems, 4 air surveillance radars, 20 counter-mortar radars, spare parts for counter-artillery radars, Puma unmanned aerial systems, precision-guided rockets, secure communications equipment, medical supplies, funding for training, maintenance, and sustainment. There we are then guys, no let-up in the military support for Ukraine from the US and its NATO allies. A question for you all now to end. Have you heard the 80s song 99 Red Balloons by Nana? If not, it might be worth a listen. Pay careful attention to the words. It's a personal favourite of mine. As always, looking forward to reading your answers. If you can, Please support the channel by taking membership. It really makes a difference. And if you are able, share this video. Keep prepping, guys. Cheers for now.